Efforts to impeach President Donald Trump for an unprecedented second time are gaining momentum after rioters stormed the U.S. Capitol Wednesday. Articles of impeachment are expected to be introduced as early as Monday. Several tech companies, including Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, have banned President Trump from their platforms. Thanks for staying with us after the game. I'm Jennifer Bullock. But can social media really silence the leader of the free world? NBC4's Alan Henry spoke to an internet attorney who says yes, at least for now.
Some say Twitter's decision to crack down on President Trump is long overdue, but others worry about how much power these big tech companies have to silence anyone, including the president.
I think it's long overdue. I think it's actually gone so far now that we're having these problems.
I'm not a big fan of censorship. I understand that we have to minimize the violent rhetoric that goes on, but I'm just not a big fan of hate speech. I think the only thing you can do with inappropriate speech is to counter it with good speech.
For the first time, tech companies are now regulating or even outright banning the president from their platforms.
This is a big deal, but there's going to be a lot of aftermath following this.
Internet attorney Andrew Rosso says the companies may be limiting the president's ability to reach his audience, but that doesn't mean his First Amendment rights are being violated.
The fact that we have a sitting president or any individual that uses these platforms to incite violence, that is where First Amendment protections start to even come in with respect to what is not considered to be free speech.
Some hope the platforms take it a step further and start to crack down on disinformation.
I mean, there's freedom of expression, and then there's propaganda, kind of fake news type stuff, and I think that sort of movement's really dangerous. So I think it's kind of important to nip it in the bud before it gets too bad.
But by taking action against the president, tech companies may now be a bigger target for lawmakers in Congress who may be worried they're next.
Definitely a step in the right direction, and hopefully this sends a message to individuals who try to use these platforms to spread this kind of behavior. But I think this power, this ability to just ban individuals needs to be in check, and it needs to be regulated, and that'll come with time.
The move to regulate big tech companies could be bipartisan. President-elect Biden said on the campaign trail that it was an issue worth looking into. Local for you in Columbus, Alan Henry, NBC4.